Hello children, welcome to your English class, and in today's session we are going to appreciate a very beautiful poem, The Kite. What's the title of the poem? Yes, The Kite. Well, all of us like to fly kites. Have you ever tried to fly one? Yes, you must have tried. Even I, in my childhood, flew more than one kite. So let's get into the poem that takes everyone back to one's childhood with their beautiful experiences and memories with a kite. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail, then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. Climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows and its wings fill and up it goes. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a ruggeder thing you will never see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. This is a simple and sweet poem written by Harry Behan, all about flying a kite. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. For the first time, when a new kite goes up into the sky, how bright does it appear in its color? On the blue means on the sky. When it goes up into the sky, a new kite appears so bright and colorful. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. Once after going to certain heights in the sky, it dances according to the wind blows, and then it dives, it jumps down, moving down and up and up and down. In that moving, unfortunately, a cat usually snaps its tail, it cuts its tail, then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. Then, even without a tail, just with a sail, when you see the kite, the structure of a kite, it resembles, it looks like the sail on a ship, the large canvas cloth is tied on ships, you might have seen. So just a ship with a sail as over tides, just like a ship on the tides of sea water. This kite, even without a tail, it glides over the tides of wind. A usual ship usually floats over the sea waters, but here this kite floats over the tides of wind, but not the tides of water. climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. When a strong wind blows, it climbs to the crest. The kite climbs, it goes up to the highest point in the sky as far as the wind takes it up with a gust and pull. So the flight of a kite, as you all know, always depends upon the wind's blow. So when a strong blow of wind comes and pushes it upwards, then it reaches the highest point of the sky. Then when wind falls, the kite it appears like taking rest. With so much energy, it goes up, but when the wind falls without energy, as if it were taking rest, it falls down slowly. When string goes slack, what happens when the kite starts coming down? Yes, the thread we are holding in the hand, it gets slack. It goes slack means it gets loose. And then what do? You wind it back. Hurry-burriedly you wind it back and you run until, how long you run like that? Until a new breeze blows, until a new wind blows and its wings fill and up it goes. You keep holding the thread in your hand, you keep on running, trying to keep the kite in the air. How long? Until there comes another blow of wind and the kite gets energy back and goes up into the sky. And how bright it is! Thus, a new kite, when it goes on its fresh and first flight into the sky, it appears so bright, but once it is caught on a tree and you can't see a worn and you can't see a ruggeder thing like a torn kite. You can't see no other thing you can see as damaged and worn and torn when like a kite that is trapped on the top branches of a tree. What happens, children, when you're flying the kite and suddenly due to that wind and all, if it goes straight into the branches of a tree, what happens? It gets torn and it will be flapping there, moving hither, thither, sticking itself to the branches, being trapped in the branches, and you try to pull it down, but as a result it gets torn. You can't see a ruggeder thing than a torn kite on a tree. So this is about flying a kite. The kite appears so bright when it is new and it flies high in the blue sky. It dives and dips and pulls apart its tail. Like a ship with only sail, the kite rides over tides of wind. Then it flies high in the gust of wind. It appears like taking rest when wind falls. When thread becomes loose, we wind it back and run until a new breeze blows. The kite goes up again when it catches a new breeze. The bright kite becomes ruggeder than anything when it is caught on the top of a tree. That's all about this poem, The Kite. Children, hope you enjoyed this. We will meet again in another session with a new lesson. Until then, bye. Thank you.